Today's episode, I read one of Greg Savage's emails that go out. I always do. There's always something fascinating to read there. Something caught my eye, and it really, he was a little bit annoyed. I was really annoyed too. You know, someone had said to him, nothing really happens between now and Australia Day. Okay, so as of doing this episode, it's the 2nd of December, right? And he posted this a few days ago. So he's basically saying, so for 2 months, nothing's happening in corporate Australia for recruitment. First and foremost, get in the bin, right? Yeah, I've just come off the back of $145,000 November. I've got a pipeline of deals that looks to be about 124 December, and the team's doing similar. So to tell me nothing happens between now and Australia Day is rubbish. My January is already loaded up with roles. So what I'm not here to brag. My point is I don't understand that statement. Why on earth would from now through to Christmas, through to Australia Day, there be nothing happening? Obviously, my market is maybe different to this person's what they said. But even still, right, are you going to switch off for 2 months? So let's just say your market does die. It completely shuts off between now and Australia Day. Fine, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. But what I want to give you in this episode, 3 things I'd be doing. 3 things. If my market were to absolutely shut down for 2 months, there are 3 things I'd be doing. And I want, if you're in that boat, I want you to hear this because I just don't want you to waste the next 2 months, okay? First and foremost, first thing you can do, right, is go and leave. Take 2 months off. If it is really that dead, go and leave. And if your answer is no, I should probably do some extra, there's probably some things I could do, then you're probably right. There's probably work you can do. When you don't have briefs or when things are quiet or your clients are away or whatever, there is stuff that needs to be done. You can front run a lot of your year next year. If your market's dead between December and January and you've got nothing to do, you surely know what your market's going to be asking for come February, right? Surely you know what your market is. So I will be front running all that work. So if taking a holiday is not an option for you, which is my option 1, which is use that time to your advantage, I'd then be, and I'm sitting at my desk, I'd then be going, okay, the second thing I'm going to do, right? And this is probably a good time to do it, or you could do it in January, whatever works best for you. I'll be calling every single candidate, every single client I worked with in 2025. And I would just pick up the phone and say, hey, it's the end of the year. Just wanted to see how you're going. Awesome to work with you this year. Thank you for the business. You know, great to put you into that role. How's it going? Oh, by the way, what's coming up in the new year for recruiting? I reckon you'll get about 20% through your list and you'll already have too much work to handle. So the second thing I'd be doing is calling all my clients, all my candidates, everyone I touched during 2025, and I'd be just saying thanks. You know, hope you have a good holidays. You don't even have to ask what roles there are. It'll just come. But I'd be doing that as an activity. And if that is, once you get through that and you've got nothing else to do, I would be curating the hell out of my database, out of my LinkedIn. I would be going through and tightening up all those loose threads. There is infinite work you can do in LinkedIn, right? So if you've got your projects set up and they're pretty good, they're always moving, they're always morphing and changing, I will be tightening them up. I would also be front running and thinking, what would I love to have in my LinkedIn projects for 2026 that's going to make me quicker when those briefs come through? So for example, do you create a master project that is a specific skill set for a specific client base in a specific jurisdiction? Do you create that right around the country for where you operate? Because we know that when a brief comes through and then all of a sudden you have to do the search, that can eat up a week of your time. And you don't have that time at that point because you've got a role to fill. If you had already curated these projects and all of a sudden this brief comes in the 27th of January after Australia Day and you can just click a button and you've actually gone to market, would that not be putting you into a better position? My point is this, right? Let's not float through the next 2 months. If your market seriously goes to sleep over this period, use it to your advantage. This is where you get your back office in order. This is where you get your desk tidied up. This is where you get your projects neatened up. This is where you prepare, okay? This is like the Super Bowl. This is like the grand final. You prepare in the off season, okay? We're preparing in the off season. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna do different exercises. We're gonna push our bodies. We're gonna train in certain ways that we can't do during the season. We're gonna be preparing. We're gonna be preparing our desk. We're gonna be preparing our market for 2026. I think the consensus for 2025 was an okay year. Wasn't the best, but everyone's looking ahead and thinking, well, 2026 is starting to look a bit better than what we just saw. Each their own. Some people have great years, some people had terrible years, and there's something in the middle, right? But they're my tips for today. If your market is going to go to sleep between December and January, they're my 3 things. 1, take a long 2-month holiday. 2, go and call all your candidates, all your clients, and just say thank you for the year that was and just ask them what's coming up ahead. And 3, curate the shit out of your projects and your database and make sure that you are ready to absolutely launch into 2026 when those briefs start coming through, okay? First and foremost, I would just hope that you're billing like mad in December and January. This is the best time to be billing. I shit you not. Okay, I will leave you with that. Like, share, subscribe. It helps us grow. Before we go, you will have seen I am super pumped, super excited. I am touring the country, Australia that is, in late February. I am hitting Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne. I'm doing an in-person live event via the RCSA. We're getting some amazing guests in every city who are $1 million plus billers, and we want to see you there because we're super excited to do this thing in person. Go and check out the links below. Tickets are going real quick, okay? I might have overextended how many invites I've sent out. So if you haven't got your tickets, please grab them because you will miss out. I really, really implore you to do it. In January, in terms of the Lone Recruiter, I'll be back pretty early, so tune in. We're going to do a $1 million mindset, $1 million biller series in January and Feb in the lead up to this tour. It's going to be juicy. It's going to set you up for success. We want 2026 to be your best year yet, and we are here to support you through it and to give you all the brain juice you need. So thank you for your support and your love. Let's go. Oh, as always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.